My name is Elder Emeritus Cheryl, Mother Cheryl Gibson. And I thank God for all his many miracles, and thank you for this time to let you know about it. This pregnancy was a miracle. You know, everybody, you have sex and then you get pregnant. But with me, my husband was teaching me a lesson, and he held back sex. And so I thought a lot of things that was against the word of God that I could do. But I decided that God can take either last year's sperm or sperm from a couple months ago and fertilize it with that present egg, and voila, a baby. What happened? So that's what God did. It wasn't because we had sex on a regular basis. And I'm saying sex, S-E-X. And so I took a pregnancy test, and it said pregnant. I bought a cheaper one, and it said pregnant, because I had taken so many pregnancy tests and it was negative. I've been to many things, baby showers, and happy for everybody, but wishing for that baby. I was wishing for mine. And so I was pregnant. And then shortly after that, I started having troubles, plural. I started bleeding. I started throwing up and peeing on myself at the same time. And so when I went to the doctor for the first time, I saw the head gynecologist, and this is important because he's the top guy. And he took a vaginal ultrasound and told me that he saw twins. Oh my God. I was kind of happy, but the look on his face was serious. I said, what's the problem? He said, well, don't tell everybody you're having twins, because that one looks like it's not developing fine. And I went, well, I almost said okay. Then I went, no, I want that weak one. I want that baby. I'm going to pray. And so I kept on going, and I kept getting sicker, and the bleeding kept coming in. They said nothing they can do for me. Just go home and put my feet up, and I probably would miscarry the baby. So the next 1, 2, 3 times, each time they saw empty sacks, no babies. That means first time they saw twins, the next 3 times they saw no babies and no hope of the babies coming back. I asked the doctor, could you have made a mistake? He said, never. If we had never saw the baby, I could say you were so early and yet maybe the babies was in there somewhere. But I have never seen babies and then no babies, no babies, and no babies. And so each time they kept scheduling me for a D&C, and I knew that God is a miracle worker. God, I've wanted 10 kids my whole life. And at 36, I'm not going to do it. I didn't say I'm not going to do it and felt well and wonderful and supportive from my husband. No, I didn't get that. But I believe God.
Thank you.
And I didn't want to lose that hope. God, you can do anything. And I told the doctor, God is a miracle worker. I'm going to trust God for him to do it. And so more things happened in my pregnancy. I could not hold water. I could not hold food. I could not stand smells. I lost 3 dress sizes. I lost tissue that fell out of my uterus. I was continually bleeding a little bit. And then I went for the 5th ultrasound, and that's when they saw 1 viable birth. And I was so thankful for that. So then I asked God too, God, whatever is good between me and my husband, give it to the baby, and whatever is not good between the both of us, God, you do it. And I mention that because you can speak things into existence, and God answered that prayer. So it came to the time, another thing I don't want you to forget is from the time that I was pregnant in October, my son was born in July. If you do the math, that's 9 months later. So it wasn't that me and my husband had sex again and then we had the baby 10 months later. No, it was at the same time where God said, where the doctor said no babies, no possibility, it's not going to happen. It happened. I wrote a paper a little bit pregnant, because with God, all things are possible. And so I thank God for that. I thank God for the miracle. The birthing process was the easiest part of the whole thing. God is a miracle worker, and he defines time. He defines space. He can take last year's sperm or 4 months sperm and mix it with the current egg. I'm telling you, women and men, don't leave each other. Don't get discouraged, yes, but God is a miracle worker. He does everything right. He do miracles so good, and I thank him for it.